Judas Iscariot. Judas Iscariot was the 12th apostle and was chosen by Nathanael. He was single and 30 years old. Judas was born in Iscariot, a small town in southern Judea. When he was a child, his parents moved to Jericho. Judas had worked for his father until he started following John the Baptist. And then, because his parents were Sadducees, they disowned him. Judas was hoping to get a job drying fish on the lower end of the Sea of Galilee when Nathanael met him at Tarica. Judas was probably the best educated of the 12 and the only Judean of the apostles. He had no natural outstanding traits, but he did have culture and social training. Judas thought well, but was not always honest. He did not understand himself, and at times he lied to himself. Andrew made Judas the treasurer for the 12. He was trained for the job and did his duties honestly, faithfully, and efficiently up until he betrayed Jesus. Judas found nothing extraordinary in Jesus, blinded by his deep-seated prejudice as a Judean amongst Galilean apostles. While the other 11 looked on Jesus as the perfect man, the self-satisfied Judas would criticize him about many things, not aloud, but in his heart. Judas believed Jesus was timid, fearing to assert his power. Judas was an excellent executive, a stickler for organization, and could plan ahead. He had the tact, ability, patience, and devotion needed to manage the finances for an idealist like Jesus, to say nothing of dealing with the chaotic business methods of some of the apostles. None of the 12 ever openly questioned Judas's loyalty. As far as they could tell, he was able, loyal, and educated, even if at times critical. To them, he was in every sense of the word a huge success for a person of that time. They loved Judas, and in all ways, they considered him one of them. Judas, the sole son of misguided parents, bore the weight of their folly. When he was young, he was pampered and spoiled. As an adult, he was prideful. Judas was a poor loser, and he had lax ideas of fairness. He could also be hateful or suspicious. Judas would make assumptions and misinterpret what his friends would do or say. And all his life, he was in the habit of harboring grudges against those he thought had offended him. Taken altogether, his sense of values and loyalties was skewed. Judas must have believed in Jesus, but we doubt that he loved him with a whole heart. The situation with Judas illustrated the truth in the saying, "There is a way that seems right to a person, but the end of it is death." Sin and death follow a deceptive path. It is easy to be deceived when making peace with evil a little at a time. And no, money was not the motive for Judas's betrayal of Jesus. He was always financially loyal to his master and his fellow apostles.